yes. Two more pre-draft visits, probably more. I'm still trying to catch up. A running back and an edge rusher we definitely have to talk about here. And we're going to get into a shakeup at quarterback, the NFC East. Apparently, Dak Prescott is going to get traded, and two new quarterbacks for the New York Giants. A do-or-die season in New York and the Big Apple. So let's talk about it.
A killer buried, but not dead.
Darren, we better turn around. Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
Yo, what is going on, guys? The Horrors having a fantastic day today. This video is sponsored by BetUS. Go check them out if you guys have not. So a lot to discuss here regarding the Philadelphia Eagles, less than a month away from the NFL draft, and pre-draft visits are just getting me more excited, okay? Now, a couple things to go over here. So I'm still trying to catch up on pre-draft visits. We'll go over more guys in the coming days. We're going to talk about another two guys today. One is a running back, Jay Blue from Texas. Got some ball security concerns, but will be projected as a day 3 pick, maybe a fourth round pick, something like that. His 40-yard dash, 4.28, 4.29. You want a pure dual threat in Philadelphia, and you want to put Will Shipley in some competition in this offseason program. You're going to get a guy like this that could almost do anything. Okay, because I feel like the Eagles have been looking for that fast dual threat back. We know that Saquon Barkley could do everything. We know that A.J. Dillon needs to be healthy going into this offseason program. But adding a guy like Jay Blue, I mean, look, when he turns the corner, man, let me tell you, Jay Blue is great. Can catch you out of the backfield, could line up as a wide receiver, can catch almost anything that comes towards him. He's got breakaway speed. I mean, breakaway speed for days. He could turn the corner and still have that momentum of speed, never slows down. I mean, I would love the Eagles to run double back sets, which the Eagles did it in the Brazil game. They did it in a couple other games, like once or twice or something. It wasn't much. The Eagles haven't done that much, but Kevin Patul's in the building now, so maybe things are going to change a little bit when it comes to double back sets or something like that. Okay, and I've watched a lot of tape on Jay Blue so far, and he looks great, absolutely fantastic, and he's got that breakaway speed. Look, you have two running backs in Dillon, A.J. Dillon, and Saquon Barkley that pack punches for, I mean, they are tough. Those are going to be two backs that a lot of defenses are not going to be prepared for, especially on short yardage, on top of the tush push. But adding a player like this, and like I said, I like Will Shipley a lot. And, giving him some more competition with a new back coming in would be great. So Jay Blue on the Eagles' radar. The Eagles still have interest in running backs. Running backs in this draft, it's very long line. There's a lot of depth there at that position in this draft, and I feel like the Eagles will draft another one, no doubt, for a rotational guy. So we'll see. Jay Blue is supposed to be pretty much a rotational guy in his NFL career. He's not projected to be definitely a number 2 back, maybe, but he's more so a rotational guy as they have him projected for his career in the NFL. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, an edge rusher coming from Boston College, Donovan Izuruku, is an interesting one. 16.5 sacks, 20 QB hits, 60 quarterback pressures, 90.5 pass rush grade. That was last year's statistics. And because of obviously some of the pass rushers that'll be going off the board, I feel like you're still going to have to move up for guys. Now, do they think that this guy might get closer to 32 where the Eagles won't have to trade up past 3, 4, 5 spots, something like that? Because I think the most they could really trade up in this draft is maybe 10 spots, okay? But Donovan Izuruku, man, I mean, for his statistics, absolutely fantastic. You want to talk about a toolbox, this guy has everything. Every move in the book can put it on anybody. His bend around the edge, power. I mean, you name it, it's there. And at 32, this would be a perfect pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. I know the Eagles want trenches. I have a feeling, and this is just me in my own opinion, okay? I feel like edge is definitely, defensive line in the trenches. It's going to be the pick in that first round. I just don't see it going any other way between obviously bringing in guys with guys are going to have expiring contracts in the future and kind kind of bringing in another guy here that could be productive for another 4 to 5 years, obviously with the 5th-year option now, it only makes so much sense to me. It might not make sense to a lot of people, but I know we talked about safety. We talked corner, what's going on at corner 2, and linebacker depth, and all that stuff. I completely get it. But Donovan Izuruku fits the mold, and his tape don't lie, let me tell you. So if they were able to trade within 5 spots and he lands near 32 like that, I have no issue with it, man. Bring another edge rusher to Philadelphia. Why not? Love his tape. Absolutely amazing. You know what else is exciting? Philly Shakedown podcast merch. Definitely go check it out. We have the champion shirt, the high-sprung polyester shirt. Absolutely amazing. The main thing t-shirt comes in t-shirt, hoodies, all that great stuff. Check the rest of the site for more stuff we have came out this past year from the 24 Super Bowl year and much more. Appreciate everybody for ordering all that great stuff, okay? Now, we're going to be getting into the NFC East, okay? I don't want to go too much in depth with it because at the end of the day, how much can you really say about this? But, the New York Giants, okay? Joe Schoen's job is on the line, the GM for the Giants, okay? John Mara is putting them on, putting what they're putting on the field right now to good use if that's what they're trying to do. Russell Wilson is now the new starting quarterback for the Giants, and Jameson Winston behind him. Okay, like I said, this is NFL purgatory. Just going for. I don't know what they're trying to do. Do they honestly think they're going to compete with making a move like this? Russell Wilson, I'm just like, they could have just waited for Aaron Rodgers. Even he's washed at this point. None of these quarterbacks that have just been around. Yeah, sure, it's an upgrade. Malik Neighbors has a quarterback now. Well, he'll probably be a little bit more productive, but realistically, it's nothing to shake a stick at. The New York Giants, I think this is Brian Daboll's last year, Joe Schoen's last year, within the Giants organization, and John Mara is just putting a lot on their plate right now, and that's pretty much it. When Russell Wilson signed with the Giants, everybody just laughed at it. It's just they are the laughing stock. They are such a laughing stock right now that free agents were told agents were telling free agents that were free agents for this 25 free agent class, okay, not to go to that team. You know what I mean? Do not go to that team. If you want to be successful, that's the last team you want to go to. Okay? So that's what was going on with the New York Giants so far, and they're just a mess. Another mess on our hands. Well, not on our hands, but Dak Prescott. We know as Eagle fans, and I like to be biased and unbiased at times. So as Eagle fans, we want Dak Prescott to stay with the Dallas Cowboys as long as possible. Okay? Now there was a podcast from Bruce Drennan discussing that the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys are in trade negotiations for Dak Prescott to be a Cleveland Brown. Okay, I don't know how true this is, but it's all over the place right now. This would be the best move for the Dallas Cowboys. What I can't stand about the Dallas Cowboys, this is me being unbiased, okay? Why do the Cowboys why haven't the Cowboys ever hit the reset button the last few years? Every single year, they just can't humble themselves. Jerry Jones can't humble himself and say, hey, we're not contenders. Let's hit the reset button. Let's start from scratch and build this team again. That's what they should have been doing. But yet, they're still giving big contracts. They're still having lackluster drafts, lackluster free agency. The last good free agency that Dallas Cowboys were really excited for is when they got Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks. The first few years of Dak Prescott, when he had he had a top corner, a top running back over 1,000 yards. He threw for over 4,000. Amari Cooper. That was really their best shot at winning anything those first few years, realistically. And then it's just been draft after draft, just a quarterback that just hasn't done anything in 8-9 years. No NFC Championship game. They give him a huge extension. One of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and then they have to restructure him. How the hell do you let Micah Parsons get to a 5th-year option year with no contract? If the Eagles ever done that, you know how much disrespect that is towards a player to allow, unless there's conversations that you're going to play on your fifth year option. But realistically, you use that 5th-year option for leeway to get that big deal done. Okay? Micah Parsons is still not signed. You restructured Dak. He's still not signed. They're signing everybody else but him, okay, that wants $40+ million a year. I just don't get it. My unbiased self says this. As long as Jerry Jones and the Jones family, either they aren't living on this earth anymore or they just retire and do something else, if they don't hire their own GM that makes their own decisions, and as long as they don't hire guys that are puppets, they're going to be in this turmoil for years to come. And as an Eagles fan, I really don't care. But that's the realism of it. You know, so if Dak gets their best deal is to trade Dak, get a buttload of draft capital. They have what, the 12th pick? I don't know what they have in the draft. Okay. They have a good pick in the draft. Trade Dak, get more picks. However, the Cleveland Browns, I mean, if they give up the farm for Dak Prescott, I mean, that's just stupid, working with stupid number one, working with stupid number two. That's just two idiots making a dumb trade. But the Cowboys will be smart to make that move, to be honest with you. So with the extension going on with Dak, I don't know how much dead cap and, you know, how much they're going to, I mean, Cleveland will have to probably take on everything, to be honest. They probably would have to take on everything. So that's the news within the NFC East between the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, just turmoil of mess, just the way it is right now. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure you subscribe to the show for more Eagles news every single day. Make sure you like the video because it helps out tremendously. And let me know what you guys think about Jay Blue out of Texas. Let me know what you guys think about Donovan Izuruku out of Boston College. I mean, statistics are great, and his tape is absolutely amazing. You guys let me know. I'll see you guys on the next one. Shakes them up, follow us out. Peace out, guys. Peace.